Jake realizes some terrible experiments will be done with them. That's why he somehow freed his hand and went to another room where Shara was tied up. After that they both tried to escape from there. Whitemans tries to catch them with a laser gun. They somehow reached the main gate, but the gate was completely closed. When Jack uses his alien power, the gate opens. Then they ran from there and reached a bar. There was a lady receptionist. They ask him, is there anyone who uses the internet? Actually, there was no internet connection in that area. The woman writes the name and address of a boy. But the address was 10 kilometers away from there. Jake and Shara somehow reach there. Actually, this person was a hacker named Zed. After Zed learns Jake's real name, he agrees to help them. That's when the robot came there by trucking them. That's why Zed takes them to a secret place. He tells them that those who are looking for you are people of a secret agency, they are doing unethical research. And I can easily hack their agency. Jake says, I want to meet Carl, can you find his location? Zed then finds Carl's location after much effort. Now he is in the forest of Canada. Zed hacks his website and video calls him, and Jake says, what happened to you in 1979? Same thing happened to me and Shara. And a few days ago I sent a signal to the universe. Then I received a message on my computer. The message came from an unknown location. But now I understand that the message was sent by aliens. Then Carl says, send the message to me immediately. When Zed sent the message, Carl converted it to audio. And listening to the audio, he can understand that after 5 days from today, at 4 p.m. the aliens will come back to Earth. He tells Jake and Shara that you need to hide in a secret place as soon as possible. Carl then shuts down the computer. On the other hand, the three of them, Jake, Shara and Zed, decide that they will go to Carl's house. Then they started their journey to Canada by train. Then 2 white robots attacked them. Actually, secret agency people were following them by location tracking. Zed kills them and somehow reaches Carl's house. Here he lives alone in a wooden house. Carl leaves the house and tells them that secret agency people can track you anytime. Because when the aliens kidnapped you, they put a tracking device on your hand, which agency people can also track. That's why Carl shuts down their tracking device. And now secret agency people cannot track their location. Then Carl brings them into the room and says, also send a message to the aliens, which got a reply, but it could not be decoded because the signal was too weak. And the message you received was so powerful, it was possible to convert it into audio. In fact, Carl has invented a device that can decode the aliens' language into audio. And from the message they know that aliens will come here in a few days. Thus they waited for a few days, and one day at 3:55 p.m., they heard a strange noise outside of the house. Just then Jake left the room and started looking for the aliens in the forest. And after some distance, Jake felt someone standing behind him. When he looks back, he sees the alien he met once before. Jake asks the alien, what on earth do you want? Everything then goes dark, and when they open their eyes, they find themselves in a room with aliens. Here they talk to the alien using the message decoding machine. Jake asks the alien, what do you want? The alien says, we want to know about the origin of humans. The alien then shows them video footage of Jesus Christ. Jake says it is Jesus Christ. According to the alien, the people of the earth believe that Jesus Christ has a huge role in creating this universe. In fact, the aliens were researching the human belief system, and now they have almost all the answers. Shara then says that ever since I saw aliens for the first time, my hands hurt so much. The alien then sets a device in his hand and splits the hand in two, pulling out the location tracker. On the other hand, we see the leader of the secret agency outside the room. He has reached there with his entire team. Carl comes out with a gun. The leader says, I have been looking for you for several years. Tell me where my father is. In fact, in 1979, Carl and his friend were on their way home from cutting trees when they were abducted by aliens. Since then, his friend, the leader's father, has disappeared. Actually, Carl doesn't really know where his friend is. But the leader does not believe his words. He says, if you don't tell where my father is, I will kill you. Sometime later, the leader's team finally shot him. At that time, Shara came out after hearing the gunshots. The leader asked him, but Sarah can't say anything, so she gets shot too. On the other hand, we see the alien who takes the location tracker out of Jake's hand and input an invisible energy into his body. Jake then uses his power to transport everyone to another place, and the aliens save Carl and Shara. Just then a UFO comes in the sky and the aliens go to their own planet. 6 months have passed since this incident, and now Shara and Jake are living happily together. And Carl and Zed start a new science program. In fact, both of them are working to invent a machine to directly contact the aliens. On the other hand, the leader of the secret agency is expelled from the agency. And Jake's story ends here.